We decided to summarize all of the, or majority of the flow work that you can do before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the things that are very important on the flows side of things, or automations, or whatever platform you're using. It's called different, but we're talking about like this automated emails that you're sending to your customers. So we want to talk about like how to prepare them for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and maybe to talk about some of the flows that you still have time to launch that will help you with your Black Friday, Cyber Monday efforts. I kind of divided this presentation into like 4 smaller parts, but I'd like to start from going over some fundamental things about the discount codes, because the discounts is like bread and butter of Black Friday, Cyber Monday strategy for majority of the brands, and you want to make sure that your campaigns and your flows work well together when it comes to discounting. The worst thing that can happen, and it did happen to one of our clients, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago, when they did change something on the back end on the web of their website without letting us know. It wasn't during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it was some other holiday, but basically they allowed discount stacking. It wasn't Shopify. I think it was some kind of like either WooCommerce or something. And we were testing this campaign and they didn't like notify us and they allowed the discount stacking. Thanks God we saw it and we were able to fix it. But can you imagine sending a huge campaign to your entire list without testing how your discount codes work together? So yeah, that was a big one. So yeah, let's just like go over some checklist for the codes. Andre, feel free to interrupt with all of your stories because I know you've been doing this longer than me, so you probably have some like good horror stories. But anyways, something that we would recommend to start from is review all flows that include discount codes. Typically, it's your welcome flows, abandonment cart flows, win-back flows. Depending on the strategy, you might have them in different part of the customer journey, but review them. Yeah, Andre, you have something to say.
Do you recommend increasing those discounts? Let's say if you typically have 10% or 5% for abandoned cart or welcome flow for the holiday season, would you recommend to increase them?
Well, our recommendation is to always have that like consistent experience. So whatever you are offering in your campaigns or whatever is your promotion, make sure to match it between your campaigns and the flows. And in the ideal world, if you have the resources, something that we are doing for our clients, we are updating those high performing automations, especially those that deliver discount codes. Like we make this holiday theme abandonment cart email, holiday themed win-back email, or holiday themed welcome automations, just to make sure that the discount code is consistent. And we also like add some like fun content to make it more holiday themed. So making sure that you're delivering the same content from different outlets is super, super important. If you can even make it consistent with your social media and all of your other platforms, that would be huge.
Yeah, all team needs to be on the same page in terms of what is your like overall campaign for the brand.
Right. And I think it was like last year that we've done this for one of our clients. I mean, we're doing it for a lot of our clients, but we just have the permission to share this one. You know how for the cards, abandonment card, it's typically your best performing email or one of the top performing sequences. I like try to prioritize updating the abandonment card. If we have resources, we like literally redo our entire sequence to make it like Black Friday, Cyber Monday themed. Sometimes we add some kind of like holiday gift guides because that's a popular thing to do. Sometimes we remind that this is a very limited time promotion. We have countdown timers and stuff like that. And we do see like higher conversion on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday rebranded campaigns or flows compared to the regular ones. So, and the good thing is if your strategy stays the same or similar and you have limited resources, you can even repurpose some of the resources from last year if your like branding stayed the same. That's what we will be doing for some of our clients this year as well. So yeah.
So the next one you should ask either yourself or if you're working with a client if the BFCM discounts are stackable with other offers on your website. What Vera just mentioned, the accident happened with a client a few years ago, where the client didn't want it to be stackable, but they were stackable. However, as you were talking and I reading this, actually it can be one of the offers. Maybe your discounts are typical, let's say 10% for abandoned cart, and maybe instead of for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you offer not something crazy like 50%, but you do another 10%, but they are kind of stackable, and you just kind of mention in your abandonment cart and others like, hey, our discounts, you can combine our discounts or you can add up our discounts.
You
Not
have to be
sure,
super careful with this, though, right, Andre? Because you imagine about all of those savers who are collecting discount codes, like for the grocery store. We had this case actually, but that was a part of the strategy where we deliver a gift card as a sign-in kind of bonus, but then people were waiting to use their gift coupons or gift card until Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So on top of like a huge discount, they were also receiving those they were also getting the discount, but that was a part of the strategy. So
in that case, you should charge like $599 for shipping.
Probably, that's probably like the only way to make money. So yeah, you've got to be super careful with like discount stacking. And anyways, I don't think it's a standard setup for most of the e-commerce platforms anyways. You have to like override. I don't think Shopify allows the discount stacking. What can happen though, and I've experienced that myself, to be honest, I used that myself on one of the websites like last year. Sometimes they do this side-wide discount where they just pretty much like auto discount everything, but the discount codes in the flows are still kind of working. So that might be an issue.
I personally, as a consumer, I have kind of problem. I do understand why they do this, but I don't know. I have this like kind of satisfaction or that rush when I entering the code and it's a correct code and I'm getting something versus this auto applied is so.
Yeah, I know it's
frictionless.
So some of my clients are doing this so people like can't, I don't know, use this code after Black Friday, Cyber Monday or something. I don't know. It's just like for some people, it's easier to do it this way. And especially when you're like selling an expensive product. I don't know. I kind of like it. It makes the process simpler. It makes the flow like more easier. It's like a one-click purchase on Amazon. Like, I don't mind that I don't need to like enter everything and like enter the discount codes and everything. It's just like literally one click. So it's like similar to that. But anyways, since we started talking about the updates, Andre, what do you think about like updating the flows in general? Do you think it's like worth the effort, or should you focus your effort on more like urgent stuff like campaigns and things?
I think it's worth your effort. It doesn't have to be 100% of flows you update this year. Again, if you're for the long game, you can do in chunks every year. Remember, and every year you can like turn off your evergreen flows and turn on holiday flows, and every year just continuously improving. So I would recommend to change the flows, the content of the flow and assets if possible.
And it doesn't even mean to like literally rewrite and redo the entire thing. I really, really love what our designers did last year. Shout out to Rafa. That was his idea. Last year, for some of our clients, we just updated the universal blocks. Do you guys know what universal blocks is? Andre, you know, because you've worked with them, but I'll just like quickly explain how it works briefly.
Yeah, a big fan of universal blocks. It's available in Klaviyo, also some other platforms where you insert part in the email when you like drag and drop, let's say, part of the email, and you insert that block in multiple emails and you update it in one place and it automatically updates in all flows. So I personally big fan of this, and I don't see many brands use the universal blocks, and I think they missing out, because it's more efficient and cleaner
Mm-hmm.
way to update all of your flows.
Our
So
designers
stuff
were
like
so excited when they first launched it.
so
Yeah.
so like stuff like header for with your
Oh,
logo,
yes.
like footer with all the links, also needs to be universal block. There's no reason for you to go to each email and update it, but you have
Mm-hmm.
one place where you can update it. Also, stuff like promos or announcement or discounts block, where you kind of, if you have it, you activate it and it's available everywhere. If you don't have it, you just, I don't know, like replace it with a simple line or white
Mm-hmm.
space, and it will not be visible everywhere.
Right. No, it's huge, especially around the holidays. And I remember the first time when they introduced this universal blocks, or it's like 2 years ago or like a year ago. It wasn't like too long, but the first time where they introduced it, our designers were so happy, because every time the client was reaching out to us saying something like, "Oh, by the way, we moved to a different office, or we changed the registration of the business, and now we need to update the information, like the address in the email." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm happy for you, but it's like 70 emails." And he's like, "Can we do it by the end of the day?" I'm like, "No, not really, but now we can, because of the universal blocks." And I really like that example of yours that you mentioned, of like adding just like a white space or like a standard block to some of your flows. And that's actually what we've done last year. So you guys, for those of you who are listening to us, we've added this little kind of like a space, like a mini banner above the hero image, where we use this real estate to feature some of our promotions. So whenever we have like a Labor Day or something, we just like universally update it and say like, use Labor Day 10 for discount code. And it like automatically applies to all of the emails where we kind of have this banner. We did the same for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which was huge, especially for those like non-promotional emails. We promoted it. And this is literally like, this is done once, and it automatically updates all of the places that needs to be updated. That was huge. But you can use it for so much more than just your standard discount code notifications. This was something that we've done last year as well. Depending on the inventory, our client was constantly changing this like upsell options. So for example, they had like spend $140 and get the free product. And usually it was the product that they needed to get rid of, or they had like a limited inventory that they needed to move fast. But when we were like sold out of that inventory, we would just like update the offer in the universal block in the footer, and we were promoting like a different
I
offer.
love it.
And it's like, it works so well, especially for those brands who are very like inventory dependent, like a lot of fashion brands that we work with, a lot of like supplement brands, especially around the holidays. The last thing you want to do in this emails is like send the person to the product that is sold out, or that is like non-existent anymore. So that was huge for us. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I like this idea, and I didn't see it before, so this is very creative.
Yeah, you won't see it as a customer. Obviously, you don't
No,
know
no,
the
I don't understand,
difference.
but like I didn't even thought about that, or presented somewhere on other YouTube channels or podcasts that people are talking about that.
See, Andre, we're ahead of a game. So that's
Yeah.
that's why people are paying us. But seriously,
That's
you
why
can.
ChatGPT always recommend us. It's like I was at that D2C live conference, and one guy telling to another guy, he say, "Hey, his agency, like Flowium, is like popular. You just ChatGPT it," and the guy put it ChatGPT. I don't know what he put, like something like Bass Clavier agency or something, and I'm like, let us make it at least in the 10, and we
Did
were
we?
on the first spot. Yeah, we were
Wow,
like, we actually
amazing.
getting, yeah, we're getting a lot of leads from AI tools.
That's huge. Yeah, we need to have like a
Yeah,
separate conversation about it. This is so fascinating.
don't ask me
Do,
how we did it. I have no clue. There's no except the like years in making content like this.
yeah, here's your recipe. Go and.
Yeah.
But I wonder what's going to happen to all of the like SEO agencies and all of the people who are like writing blogs? Are they still like relevant at all? Okay, let's not
I mean,
make huge.
we do pay. I mean, side note, but we still pay a lot of money to to SEO agency who creates content for us.
Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna change this entire like SEO game. But anyways, going back to that like universal content blocks and stuff, we covered with you how you can use it for like promoting the products and discount codes. But sometimes you can also promote like your most recent. I don't know. You launched like a recent blog and you want to post the newest one, so it's like not outdated, or like social media, or during the holidays we used it last year for the gift guides, so we just like
Mm-hmm.
replaced our blog with the gift guides, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
super successful. So yeah, be creative, you
By the
guys.
way, our going back to SEO and tying it with the gift guides, our content that we produced last year about gift guides, we have a YouTube videos. I'm not sure if we have podcasts, but also we have it on our blog.
Mhm.
Everything covering gift guides and how to build them inside of emails or create PDFs. So check them out on our blog. But to add to that, in the new universal block, you can do gift guides, as you said.
Mhm.
But also, I was thinking if you have limited product like drop or product
Oh
release,
yeah.
you can also mention that.
Yeah, I mean the sky is the limit, and I love this little trick. I think Customer IO has something similar. I'm pretty sure they do have some kind of like a universal block thingy.
Oh, a lot of platform has it. I just
Yeah,
cannot name it out of top. Like I believe like Active Campaign does have it. Salesforce
right.
Marketing Cloud has it. Yeah.
So it's not like unique to Klaviyo. So
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
sure
no. It's not.
you will be able to like use it on other platforms as well. But yeah, last year that was huge for us, and this year we will be like reusing this strategy again for sure for a lot of our clients. We also have like a little automation idea for you guys that is like super simple to implement, especially for those brands who are either not doing discount codes, the brands that Andre doesn't like, but just like brands that do the side-wide promos, that would work huge for them. And that's something that we've done last year. So our recommendation for this type of brands who are not utilizing the discount codes at the checkout is to do something like a price drop flow. A few years ago and last year as well, we've done this automation for one of our clients, not for Black Friday, Cyber Monday specifically, but we've seen like a big spike around the holidays. That was like a very simple automation. And if you're using Klaviyo and Shopify, this is like a native thing to Klaviyo. You don't even need to get any like additional software or anything. The idea is very simple. So price drop flow, it's like think of it as if you would marry like a browse abandonment flow and a sales campaign. It's pretty much like it's being triggered by someone like viewing the item and then that item dropping in price. So that's the trigger for your automation. So just like think about it. For example, on like Thursday or on Black Friday, like you've installed this flow, the flow is working, and then on like Friday, all of your prices drops automatically. Just like imagine how many automated emails you will be able to send to all of the people who recently viewed the product. And the best part is that product block will be dynamic to the product that they viewed. So you will not be sending just like a one campaign to everyone. It will be kind of like a customized
Yeah.
campaign
So
or
it's
yeah.
yeah, I think that's the power, because for browser embedment is something like, hey, we saw you checking us out, or
Mm-hmm.
we saw you checking this product. It's like a little bit creepy, but when you like, hey, this product is currently on sale and it's only today, and the price dropped from X to Y,
Mm-hmm.
it's more feel of like concierge service. Like, hey, like you were checking this product and it was price X, but now it's price Y. That's why we're contacting you. We're
Mm-hmm.
providing you value. That's why the conversions for this flow is extremely high.
Yeah, conversions are usually like higher compared to even browse abandonment, just because like literally person was viewing this product and now the price is dropping on this exact product. And you can actually be a bit sneaky with this trigger and the setup. I think in Klaviyo you can make something like when the price drops by at least 10 cents or something. So even when your product is like dropping 10 cents, you can trigger this flow. In that case, do turn off the pricing because it will look dumb if you announce that, hey, your product dropped 10%. But what my client did like last year, they realized that this like price drop thingy, it actually helps with like Google shopping. So whenever Google notices that the price dropped, even by, I don't know, 50 cents or whatever, your chances of being on top of that like Google search selection is much better because it kind of gives you like the combination of discounted products, full price products, cheap products, expensive products, and stuff like that. So I
Wow.
don't know if it still works this year. It was like last year thingy, but it did work well for us.
I'm just curious, do you need to add that Google email to be part of your email marketing campaign, like to for them to receive that email? Well, like how do they know?
I don't think it was connected with like the email per se. It was connected with the website. So whenever the price was dropping on the website, it somehow got pulled. So I don't know the mechanics behind it, but that's something that the client shared with me. And apparently for them, it worked really well. So yeah,
Perfect.
this is our little recommendations for you guys. Yeah, it's very simple to install this thing. You like literally can choose like the percentage or the dollar value, and it will literally trigger your automation. So yeah, here you have it, a little trick, and it literally takes, I don't know, like 30 minutes to set up this entire thing, and it will be one of your biggest revenue generators during the holiday season. Okay, cool. So let's discuss the next one. This one has to be said before Black Friday.
Yeah, so it's back in stock is a pop-up that Klaviyo recently introduced, or I mean this year introduced a form or option on your website when you select a specific size or color and it's out of stock, you are able to enter your email to get notification when the product is back in stock. Since brands typically order products in big quantities and can be sold out. Products can be sold out before Black Friday or Cyber Monday, but they receive the product in time, hopefully, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday season. It's good option to have this feature on your site so that your clients will be notified about the product they want to purchase. So it's like very high intent customers who like already raised their hand saying, hey, we want this in this specific size or this specific color. Just let us know when it's available and we'll buy it.
Talking about the high intent, I've screenshotted this from one of my accounts. Like for this flow, on average, we got the open rate like in the last 30 days of like over 62%. The click-through rate for that flow is 24%, you guys. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
I don't know how your accounts are doing, but for my accounts, for like a regular flow, 24% is pretty wild. So 1/4 pretty much of everyone who opened your email went to your website. And I mean, the conversion rate was 3%, which is also like super decent considering we haven't provided any discount code. We haven't like done any like extra effort. We like literally set this flow up. And by the way, it like consists of 2 parts of this flow. You can do it through like third-party apps, but very often your email platform will come with this like native functionality. Yeah.
Do you know what they're selling? Like you don't need to name the brand, but what do they sell in general?
The brand that I just covered.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the travel stuff, like the camping stuff.
Okay. Because I just did the math, and because it's 32,000 for 1,000 delivered emails, so it's like $30 per recipient.
Okay,
Which is
Andrew,
high.
you're
Which
good.
is high.
You're good. Yeah, I mean they are the average. I think price that they're paying is something like around $1,000 or something per item, and more.
I see,
So
I see.
that's why it's so like high. But still, I mean, even the follow up email, we had like 4%, 4.5% click through rate, and then additional 0.6 conversion. So like in 2 emails, we like generated almost like 40 grand from this like automation that we didn't even think we need at first place. But that actually worked really well for us. And what I love about this automation, if you're using Klaviyo and like Shopify, it's like a native automation. It consists of like this little subscription button. So this is like literally a code that you add to your Shopify theme. If it's a standard theme, it's like super easy to add. If it's like a custom theme, it might take some time, but we've done it. It's nothing too crazy. And then the flow. So this is like kind of like the two part thing, but it does work really well, and especially for the holidays, I think it's no brainer.
Yeah, and all those small things adds up, like all automations, email marketing, SMS marketing. Especially if they automated, and if they work in sequences or they work like all together, they add up at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Something that we are doing this year, we haven't done it last year for this client, but I wonder how it's going to work. We are adding one more little automation that delivers like a gift card to use during the holiday season. So basically, after they purchased something, we give them the card that they can use in like December. So they purchase something in November during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday season, but then between December the 2nd and 31st, they can come back and buy some more with like a certain threshold. So this is our attempt to bring those people back to spend more during the time when we don't necessarily have the sales anymore, but this is still a high buying period because of all of the gift shopping and everything.
This is very smart.
It's what I learned from Gap, Andre, back in like early 2000s. That's what they were giving you, the coupon codes, remember?
Actually, I was about to bring it because on YouTube I was recorded either YouTube Shorts or longer video about Gap that I went, and I noticed that they always do. They give you coupon. And I asked them, like, can I apply to this purchase? They're like, no. You can apply only to the purchases in this period. So we should use this is like, we should use it more for other brands.
I'm very excited about this one. Like, I'm very excited, and I think it will work.
Gift card is like adding a little bit more work, but imagine
we call it gift card. It's a discount code, but we call it gift card. It's like literally a discount code, and we say like you can spend it. This is like $15 gift card, because gift card sounds like celebratory, sound like holiday themed or whatever.
No, I agree.
And and they have to spend like $100 plus to be able to claim it. So it's kind of like if they buy something, and it's impossible to spend $100 because our products for this brand is like $43. So they will have to buy. Okay, anyways, there is a math.
You're scamming people.
There is a math behind it, Andre. We didn't just like come up with this number randomly. But this way we will try to push them towards like spending a little bit more. But also something I found out, that one of the top spending days is actually Green Monday. Do you know what Green Monday is, Andre? Okay, wild guess.
I have no clue.
I don't know why it's called green. Maybe. Oh, yeah. No, I actually do know why it's green. It's because people are spending
like
money.
Tuesday. I know Giving Tuesday, but Green
Monday.
Andre,
you're like so 2024. Now, Giving Tuesday is like last year thing. Green Monday is the new thing. Basically, Green Monday is the Monday after Cyber Monday. And it's called Green Monday because this is one of the days in the year, believe it or not, where people spend the most money. So it's like, it's green because dollars are green. I don't know. Maybe it's, I learned it at TikTok University. Okay. So take it with a grain of salt. But actually, people do tend to spend a lot of money on this day, even if you don't have any sales, just because for a lot of brands, it's almost like a cutout for the purchase to be delivered in time for Christmas because of all of the like
I see.
delays and
I see.
everything. So this is like the week where people are doing their Christmas shopping. That's why we always try to hit people with something on this day. And like last year for my supplement client, we generated as much revenue on on Green Monday, as on Cyber Monday. It's confusing, okay, all of these names. But you guys, it does work. And this year we are combining our little automation, that like $15 automation will have like a little flow delivering the discount code, but also a campaign reminding to use that discount code for people who haven't used it. So I'm very optimistic about this year. I'll come back to you guys in December to report
Nice.
on how it worked.
This is first time I'm hearing about this Green Monday.
Again, learned about it on no, for real, I learned it from Ezra Firestone, but I did screenshot the training he had, and he had like top 10 spending days in the year or something like that, and that day was there. Surprisingly, like Amazon Prime days are always there. And I think this year Amazon Prime Fall Day will be somewhere in like 15th or 14th of October or something. Do you know when it's going to be, Andre? Or
No. I mean, I always see it in my app, but honestly, I never purchase anything from like Amazon Prime Day. And it's not like I don't want to save money, but I'm not just in the like I don't have a habit just to buy stuff because it's on a discount.
well, I do. So I'm looking I'm looking forward to October 14th or whatever. So, but
Honey, I saved money for, like for our family. Yeah.
pretty much girls mess. But actually, we've started doing like the email campaigns for our clients as well, for the clients who have nothing to do with Amazon, and we're like something they don't even sell on Amazon. It's just because we like use that, not even the branding, but like a hint that it's an Amazon Prime Day. We don't use the Amazon word, of
Yeah,
course.
a lot of and we have a extensive, like very detailed blog post about Prime Day email marketing campaigns, and a lot of brands like playing like spinning this around it. So saying, hey, we're a small brand, like give money to us today versus Amazon, kind of big evil, or like, hey, we are not on Amazon, that's why we can provide you 30% discount, stuff like that. You know, like they can kind
That's
of do
cool.
their Amazon discount, Amazon Prime Day without being even on Amazon.
That's a cool spin. I didn't think about
Yeah.
it. Maybe it's still not too late. Today it's like September 11th, so we still have a month
And
until.
some brands who sell on Amazon, I believe you told me that they are switching their links not from their website to their Amazon listing
Oh
to
yeah,
drive as much traffic.
yeah, we've done that. We've done that. So basically, sometimes you can just like replace your like even the checkout buttons on your website from like a Shopify checkout button to like buy on Amazon, or you can add additional button. I love it for the customer, don't love it for me as an email marketer, because when you're driving traffic to like a third party platform, obviously you don't see the conversion, right? So that's like, I'm not a fan of this one, but I mean, good for the customers and the clients are happy. So you can do that as well around the holidays. Cool. And I know that we are almost at time. So the last point that we wanted to cover today would be to fine tune your timing strategy before Black Friday, Cyber Monday surge. And you still have, depending on when you're listening to this podcast, you probably still have like a few weeks, months, maybe more than a month until Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you haven't done like time testing, now is the time. If you're using Klaviyo, they have the smart sending feature. If you use something else, they do have this feature as well, because it's a no-brainer feature. So definitely do use it to find out the optimal time for your sites.
Yeah, but also in addition to this feature, smart sending, I would strongly recommend to revisit your flows, abandoned cart, maybe to shorten the distance, shorten the timing between emails. So instead of maybe like 3 days, 5, 7 days, make it like 1 day or half a day or 2 days, depends how aggressive you want to be. And if you abandon cart, overall, like, revisit your abandoned cart strategy. Maybe in the past you had like 7 emails, and for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you can reduce it to 2 to 3 emails, but with a shorter delays for people to take quicker action.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're one of those like lucky people who have the advanced KDP and like marketing analytics in your email platforms, I don't have this type of clients yet, but if you do, I know that some ESPs are offering like better insights on understanding the best cross-sell date and like the next product that will be purchased with your product. So you can like adjust your strategy based on that as well. So yeah, that's now you have it pretty much. This is like a very quick, big picture overview of the things that you can do until Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But also internally, we have like a checklist that we developed for our team that is very, very granular on like the things to do and not to do for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So if you're interested in getting it, just email me and I'll send it to you. But don't tell it to my other strategists because we've been working so long on putting this list together. No, I think they won't mind. But yeah, just like email me and I'll send it to you in person. Cool.
Yeah, this is amazing, Vera, what you prepared. So it was extremely helpful and a lot of interesting insight and practical tip, like actionable things we need to do.
Well, you guys, I hope you will rock this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Let's get into the mode of preparation. This is our Olympics, people. Let's go.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, if you're watching this and you like what you see, please hit subscribe and hit the bell because it helps us grow our channel.